Hey, Zee, this is SuperZombGBBQ, and I am not a happy man. I was dual playing NHL SuperCard and WWE SuperCard this weekend to get both rewards, and basically I managed to get myself my Ric Flair and my Sensational Sherry from WWE SuperCard. I managed to get that done, and I thought I had done enough to get my NHL SuperCard rewards, and that was to get the pro of the first ever event card on NHL SuperCard. The game had other ideas. The hero was playing Endurance. Now, whilst I was playing Endurance, I managed to get myself up to the top rank. I believe I was second at one point. I then, yesterday, got myself to like 64th. And I fell down about 124th. And one game of playing up to 70, which was my second best streak, got me to 117. And then all hell broke loose. I played another game of 70 because I didn't get my picks for that game. I played another game of 70 and I noticed that when you're playing Endurance and you haven't selected your picks, if you've hit the max amount, go up to a certain amount. They go up to a certain amount of the picks. I think it's 150 the amount you can go up to. And it went to 0. It didn't go up at all from the get-go. So it wasn't increasing at any point. And obviously I was a bit like, well, that obviously means I've hit the pick limit. That means I can't do anything else, even though I hadn't had 150 picks. I've only had like 100 or something on 99 or whatever. It wasn't a lot. But I got myself to 70 previous game, got myself to 70 this game, and then it didn't show the point screen afterwards. So I thought it was just a glitch, and you know, with these things it's all server based, so it just goes up to Cat Daddy's servers and it just updates the rankings afterwards, kind of like how on PCC, if you play WWE SuperCard or Rivals Clash on NBA, it sometimes shows you as unranked and then it puts you back to 0 even though you have done it. You just come out, you go back in, and it all works. So I did that. It didn't change. So I thought, well, obviously it's a small glitch. I'll swallow that one down. And I played again, and I got myself this time up to 172 streak. I went absolutely ballistic. I literally was kicking ass. I got my deck literally to a point where it's impossible to lose. So I got to 172 games unbeaten, and the same thing happens again. I hadn't done my picks this time. I wasn't interested because I was grinding both games so much that I literally did not get the chance to get to, to get to the top. Otherwise, you know what? I could say this now. I'd probably be at the top of this leaderboard, if not near the top, with guys like the original 6, who's Sean or Poison from WWE SuperCard. I would have been at the top, and I'm not happy. That's a lot of credits that was spent, and I've had nothing back from Cat Daddy. I've sent in some feedback requests and said, and this is just to clarify, you get 10 points per game after game 10, so it goes in like an endurance sequence, and every game you get 10 points. Now, if those 2 games had counted, and my points were the same after that first initial 70-ish game run, if I go down to 117, which is where I finished off, I finished at 117 with 6764. Now all you got to do is just take away the first 10 games. That's 62 games times 10. That's 620 points. If you then go up to the 100 ranking, that wouldn't have got me there. But that second game of 162 or whatever it was, 160 for the first and then 162 for the second, whatever it was, I would have got into the top 100 and got myself the pro card. Instead, I'm literally sat here with just one John Scott card because of the game's fault, which I am absolutely... I'm pissed. This is bullshit. I'm sorry, it's bullshit. I should be sitting here with 2 John Scotts. I did enough, in my opinion, to get that up. And it wasn't when the game was about to finish. I did this all about an hour beforehand. There was, as far as I was concerned, considering most of the other people's streaks, I literally for me, there was no way that I was going to lose this card, but I got screwed out of this card, and maybe unintentionally. I'm sure this isn't some kind of inside job. This is just a glitch in the game, but whatever it is, it needs to be fixed, and I'm hoping that justice will prevail, because this is a sad sight. I should be getting 2 of these John Scott star cards to make a pro, and instead I've got 1, which is really depressing considering I spent so much time and money on it. Yeah, I'm not in a great mood, guys. Really not in a great mood. And, well, as a result, I'm just going to cut the video short. I hope this goes to Cat Daddy. Any support you guys can show me on Twitter would be great, because I've sent in about 4 or 5 feedback requests to Cat Daddy to ask them to reconsider and to send through a second John Scott card, because I did do 2 separate games after the 70 run that got me to 117, that got me into the top 100, and the games didn't count because of some bug. I don't know what it is, but I'm infuriated, and it's really annoying me. And when I woke up around about 1:50 in the morning UK time, because I finished all about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I realised that it was actually something that wasn't showing up and the games hadn't counted. I literally almost had a complete breakdown. I was just like, I cannot believe I spent something like 4,000 credits in like 4 or 5 games. Or it was stupid. It was like, I think it was the 172 run. It was like 3,000 credits to make sure I got this card, to make sure my streak was just unbeatable across the board. To then be told, no, the game hasn't counted. I'm just going to leave it there. You guys can see how frustrated I am and how angry I am at this situation. No, I'm not the only one. Just to clarify, there's other people who've complained that halfway through a game a network error has forced them out and they've lost the points they've done. There's people who've switched apps, gone to Twitter on their iPhone or Android, and then gone back into the game. Like literally 2 seconds later, the game's reset itself. I had that happen to me at least 3 or 4 times. Obviously, this is broken, needs fixing. I'm done. I'm over. Thank you. Please, if you can, send a message to Cat Daddy to get some kind of action done about this, because I'm not a happy guy. Nah, this is bollocks. Absolute bollocks. And hopefully they'll fix it. I believe that they will, because when genuine stuff like this happens, they do usually help. So that's it from me. I'm done.